Early on as a Transformers collector, there was nothing that got me as excited as strolling up to Target or Walmart with my grandma and finding a good old exclusive on the shelf. She would ask, "Do you have it?" And the easiest response was, "No, it's only at Walmart." And it was all good fun because there were a bunch there to buy, and everyone that heard through the grapevine back then could get one.
But not today. Today, exclusives are impossible to find, and sometimes they're new figures altogether, not just repaints.
Oh, you're after Legacy Minerva? Well, guess what? Pulse is sold out, and the only way you can get her is to go to freaking
Down on the corner.
Oh, you don't have a Walgreens? Hope you like eBay scalpers, you freaking plebs. Yeah, don't even get me started on the Amazon exclusives. God, I hate latter-day exclusives. Then, there's the buzzworthy exclusives, where Hasbro now apparently thinks they're hilarious in locking not just new molds behind this exclusive line, but the main character from their blockbuster movie. What the fuck? So apparently, for some reason, Hasbro doesn't allow more than 2 Voyagers in the Studio Series line at the time. I guess that justifies it, but I don't care. I'm still allowed to not like it. Anyway, here's Rise of the Beast Studio Series Optimus Prime from the Buzzworthy line at Target. Ugh, God. We start in vehicle mode, and I am a big fan of this Freightliner mode. Yep, you heard me right. He's not a Peterbilt, and he's not a Kenworth. In this movie, he's a good old-fashioned Freightliner, and I am loving it. This is a powerful and cool-looking semi. At the beginning of the movie's production, I remember people saying that the little add-ons wouldn't make the truck look better, but I'm honestly here for them. I am of course talking about the windshield visor and the brush guard. They were done just right. It's crazy how close this thing comes to the original Prime, even down to the OG silver stripe down the side. Only shortcomings I can think of is that the smokestacks might be a little bit too long, and when you turn him around, yes, the back of the truck looks kind of terrible, but you know what I have to say to that?
No sacrifice,
Yeah, no victory. You know, I got it.
Yeah, this might look bad, but it also improves other aspects of this toy. It might also have something to do with this figure maybe sharing engineering with the first Studio Series Prime from this continuity. Yeah, I don't want to think about that. Feature-wise, it rolls really good, and we have weapon storage. Slap this onto the back there, and now that's not going anywhere. It's nice and secure. You can also fit the sword in the gap back here with the peg, but, I mean, I don't know if that's official, and I didn't read the instructions, so what the hell.
So yeah, the truck mode is pretty good, but it does kind of look shitty from the back. But then again, so do a lot of Optimuses from this price point, so what are you complaining about?
Okay, let's transform him. So this transformation really reveals a lot of stuff from the robot mode that you wouldn't expect to be there, believe it or not. And that's, I think, what a transformer should do. However, there are some parts, like the shoulders here, that are a little bit of a kick in the balls. But all around, this transformation is definitely not bad at all. And this robot mode is exactly why the back of the truck was worth it. I mean, God, look at this. So close and accurate to the Skydance model. I mean, come on. Look how good this looks. Come on. They nailed the proportions here. Except for the head. It's a little bit too small for my liking, but I can let it pass.
So we'll talk detailing. This is actually very, very accurate with the detailing if you look all around it. I mean, starting with the head, I mean, look at the head. Like I said, it's a little bit smaller than I would have liked, but man, it is spot on, even down to the little ridges on his face mask. That is fantastic looking. The Autobot symbols, for the first time in forever, he's got dual ones on a toy. That's just perfect. And then you go down, and he's got some little homages to G1 here and there, like the pelvis has yellow bits. He's even got the accurate bear bit around his body. People have been up in arms about that. I don't care that much, really. It's not a big deal at all. The arms are actually the accurate shape, even when you look at it. It's got that little, like, I guess you would call it like a octagonal type shift right there. I don't know, or the angle. Yeah, there we go, the angle. And it's got that little like screw head type thing there, and it actually goes into him like it does in the movie when he moves his elbow. So that's really cool. Then you go down, he's got his legs. They are also very, very accurate with those little lights. I think they're lights on the knees there. He's got those little vent type things that are on all of the G1 type Optimus Primes. And then, oh my goodness, the feet look exactly like they do in that one shot, you know, where he's hunting Transit. But yeah, this thing is very, very well detailed. One thing also I'll note, in the chest, you kind of see like he's got matrix handles in there. You saw that on the movie model as well. But the weird thing is, when you open this up, they're actually hinge, little hinge pins. So that's kind of a cool way of making the little mechanisms part of the look. I actually am here for that. That's actually really cool. One thing also I'll note, the smokestacks are very, very prevalent of them being big here. Still don't mind them too much, but they are a little bit too long, like I said. But detailing-wise, this thing is absolutely on point.
And color-wise, I'm skipping it. What else can I say? It's Optimus Prime. Feature-wise, we've got weapons. First, his cannon here. So how we attach it is flip open this panel here, fold away his hand, and that will reveal a little peg. And from there, you just go ahead and peg it right on there. And now you can finally and accurately
take off his head.
Well, I wouldn't say completely accurate because, well, this thing's a pea shooter, which is why I'm going to be picking up DNA Designs kit soon. I don't really do upgrades in a big way, but I feel like this one's a little bit different. The last accessory we got to talk about is his sword, which is very nice, and you just plug it into that little slit on his wrist right there. And now we are in business. That sword looks absolutely incredible. Of course, you can also make him hold it the traditional way, but I'm good. I'm good. Now, there's one more weapon we haven't talked about, which is his axe. And we haven't talked about it because it's locked behind Optimus Primal. Yeah, we're doing DLC now and Transformers collecting.
Okay, articulation on this guy. It's a little weird in places, but it is still good. The head is on a ball joint. No surprise there. That's more or less the standard with most Transformers. His shoulders are where things do get weird. It goes around forward and back, all the way around, just right. Then when you go up, it's so recessed in his shoulder that when you pull it up, it kind of like interferes with other things, you know. His head, it's in the way of his head a little bit, you know. So like it's really awkward when you see him posing in pictures where his arms like this and stuff, trying to stick his arm out. It's really weird. But you can make it work. I mean, I made it work in some of my shots that I've already shown. So I mean, yeah, that like poses like that works. You get down to his elbow here. It's double jointed, so that's good. And he's got a bicep swivel, and then he's got a mushroom peg, of course, a wrist swivel here, and you can peg his wrist like that. He's got an ab crunch mainly for transformation purposes, but it is there, and honestly, it is not very noticeable having posing like that, so that's good. He's got a waist swivel, which is nice and tight, nice and good. He's got a good spread out to the side, all the way to the front, all the way, not really to the back. That's a little bit forward. And then he's got a thigh swivel, good knee, and a ankle pivot, and a ball joint as well. So yeah, he is honestly pretty loaded with articulation. Despite the shoulders, he's pretty good. He's not bad.
Overall, this is a wonderful pickup. It's a great addition to the Studio Series line, and hey, it was in my top 5 of the year, so that should say something about how much I like this figure. Yeah, the truck mode's a little bit iffy on the back, but hey, it was worth it for a great robot mode. He displays well with the rest of the Rise of the Beast figures, and he looks great with your Bumblebee figures too. The only problem? Yes, if you don't already have one of these things, chances are they're probably not available at Target right now. Which means if you want one, you're going to have to battle eBay scalpers. I just hope for those who want one, Hasbro gets that second run going sooner than later. But until then, Godspeed.
As always, guys, I've been Treebot Reviews. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and I'll see you all in the next one. Keep growing your collections.